that made and huge damage. This is young Chaz Mostert. We've seen an unbelievable run from him this year. And have a look at that damage, Crompo. That was a very fast accident.
And it's his debut in the main game here this year. What a terrible way to get started for him. It's the same spot Kevin Barton came unstuck in the Camaro all those years ago.
Now, mate, just talk us through what happened.
Haven't seen it myself, Larko, but from what I can remember, I just clipped the inside wall at turn 3, and the steering didn't actually break. I think it just...
Qualifying, he was pushing it so hard that he almost went in the wall at the cutting. Well, he's gone in the wall on descent. Oh.
So it's right on the gear change from second to...
Murph comes up, he's wide, really wide. And he will go straight into this wall at huge speed.
It's major damage, and in fact, that's a mega shunt.
Listen to this.
Wow. He reported straight back to the radio that it was all over. He knew the
Field that had a left-hand mirror on it at the end.
The super slow-mo machine's got smoke coming off it this weekend, and this was the big incident that I mentioned before. Andrew Jones down at turn 2. He caught the curb on the inside there at the apex of turn 2, and you can see that it's fired him heavily into the wall on the outside. And Brad Jones said to me this morning it's the largest amount of damage he's ever had on one of his cars, and we'll detail more of this in a moment. But check out this slow-mo replay. Look at the rubble, look at the disaster that's unfolding here, and watch one of these tyres prop itself up on the top of the roof of this car and just sit there. The good news is that Andrew is okay, but that was a nasty incident, did huge damage to that car. They've worked on it all night. They've replaced part of the subframe of the car, and Scafie, that's the sort of thing that we don't like seeing here, and there's a big cough. Mystery.
Well, Murphy reported back that he was just drilled from behind and sent into the fence. So that's car 3 in front, the high-flex car. But watch this. Unloaded at high speed. Look at the damage already to car number 1. The Red Bull Racer is all bashed in, and then the impact of Murph's is enough to throw that car, almost 1.5 tons of V8 supercar, back out onto the circuit after it hit the wall.
Oh, serious shot.
They just make it take.
So I'll be looking to see what the gap is between Lowndes and Winterbottom when all this sorts. Check this out. So he's had a massive leap across the curbs, and as it's landed, masked by Shane Van Gisbergen, it's hit the secondary curb, which has then failed. Oh, yeah, there you go. So it's failed the front right corner of the car, broken the upright or one of the wishbones, plucked the whole right front of the car off. But then at that speed, I was worried about where Fabian was going to. Fortunately, he came out there.
So he's exiting pit lane. Oh.
Bang.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy, we just saw a replay, mate. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do.
So Lowndes comes screaming through at full pace. Pies wide, leaving pit lane into that tyre bundle, and Shane Van Gisbergen, who's tracking behind Lowndes at this stage, has nowhere to go but right into the rear of this car.
How lucky is that for Lowndes? How lucky was that? It's a pretty bold move. That's Will down the inside of Alex. That's a silly move. Whoever it was. Oh, here we go.
Seriously. Car 7, David Russell on the restart. Face
Mostert here. Oh, and down the inside, Moffat. Gee, I thought he was going to dive down the inside. He's got him. They've all made contact. That was clumsy.
There'll be
contact.
Oh,
Ingle straight into the side of Mostert. That'll be a safety car again. Oh, he's
getting close, and Lee Holdsworth parked
with a wheel off, so I can hear him on the radio. That'll be a safety car, and I heard Lee say we've got a wheel off. They said try and get it back if you can, which there we go. There's the replay. Oh, and that's grabbed Jonathan Webb. So there'll be big damage there. Oh, my goodness. You hold your breath when you see this stuff. It's always the fear. Turn 4. This was frightening. Flat tyre for Alex Premer. This is the result. High-speed impact right into the side of James Courtney's car. It smashed the roll cage. Both cars are out today. Both drivers on the anti-inflammatories. They're bruised, but they're otherwise okay. You can't say that about the cars.
Well, you've got to say also the next generation cars. This is on board now with Todd Kelly. Just have a look at this on your right. Oh, that is unbelievable vision. That would be one of the most high-speed side intrusion impacts we've ever seen in the history of the sport. And he's going to pull back. I just don't want to know about this. But he's got to run. He's got to run.
And he's tapping at him at the moment. He'll get under him here with that sort of pace. He's going to be a real pest here down the inside, and he's actually grabbed a spot there, locked together. They'll go off the road. They're off the road. Lowndes is in the weeds. Now he'll get looked at carefully for that Winterbottom. And that is the flag. Tander is the winner of the race. Alex Davison.
Cars with this, Matt.
And that's the moment that Winterbottom and Lowndes come together too hard. Lowndes goes spearing off. They all go flying past.
Margin, it vanishes. So what happens here? Gizzy and Chaz Mostert make contact. How Mostert got away with this one. It rooster tails out of the gravel, did its job beautifully, and he got back on here.
Reason why. Garth Tander down at turn 1. This was never going to make it. Hard into the fence. Tander had just posted the fastest lap before that high-speed impact. Never ever made the corner, and as a result of that, the car is being transported back with major front-end damage. Garth's time has been wiped. He will play on Red Bull to go in and park the car. So there's push and shove involved here with the Norton Hornet, and that's why Alex Premer ends up into the fence. James Moffat in car 360. Now watch this for Will Davison. Remember, he's already comfortably inside the top 10.
Well, he did the Dave Reynolds. He tried to turn it at the corner. Dave Reynolds did exactly that, but knew he wasn't going to make it.
So that was 8.
Yeah.
That's the corner that I spoke about before. That's the tricky one with the little hop in the middle of it, followed by...
What Tim Edwards is saying. So that's the incident there that caused Tim Blanchard to find the tyres and caused the safety car. So contact...
It's Shane Van Gisbergen down the inside, so just nips by and grabs the front left. In fact, Shane was locked up himself at that point. Michael Caruso looking pretty racy there. Lowndes down the inside of Frosty. Just stops it. Just stops it before clobbering. Oh, and cops away. Now it's going to block the track.
Oh! No! No! 2 of the major competitors. This won't be okay.
Percat's in there, car 22 damaged again, but it's down there at turn 9. Then around here at turn 10, a push. He spins out to the left-hand side. The other cars can't stop. Bottolo into the Pepsi car, into the Red Bull car. This is the last 15 laps of this race. Conditions changing. Look at that. How's that for a flat spot? That's why Nick Percat ended up off the road.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
Yep.
So
the curse of the concrete strikes Tander at turn 1.
Yeah, that was the point I was going to make, Matt, at turn 1. This time the front left was locked as he turned in there, and he couldn't get it stopped. This morning he ran wide in qualifying and whacked it down there. It just lit up on the concrete.
Dave's right, but I think it's been a tough day for us at HRT, guys. Been having some issues. There's someone else in the wall there. There
Who
is.
is it?
So,
I think it's
looks like it's not over. It's Winterbottom.
It's Winterbottom.
I think so. Maybe a bit of payback for Lounsey.
It's destroyed.
Absolutely gone. The Pepsi Max Ford is over and out.
Year is over out of that, Matt. It's the end of Mark Winterbottom's season.
Back chicane, and this will explain it. Oh, that's big contact. The Sargent security car into the Norton Hornet, and they are both out. But importantly, Mark Winterbottom, 3rd in the championship, is gone. Innocent bystander in a crash involving Tony D'Alberto. Well, D'Alberto hit the wall and then hit car number 5. So Frosty's title hopes of 2013 are finished. And James Moffat adds to the list of DNFs along with Scott Pye.
And that looked like James Moffat's fault that time, Matt. He was...
And he does the dive. He's up there. He's going to make contact and hit the fence. Oh. Absolutely gone. There was no way that both cars could get round there. So that's the dive we said before with Davison. The effect is that Fabian Coulthard out of the race from 3rd.
Here's the lunge. Not clean enough. Made the contact. Here is... This angle will be a little more telling. I reckon.
Well rooted, mate.
That's one of the Wilson security entries.
Doesn't look too bad from here.
Looks pretty bad from here.
Can't get it back.
So this will show you. Looking out the rear of Dean Fiore, here comes Blanchard. He can't stall.
That's actually a brake failure.
It's a roar of the engines, it's a counting down. It's the smell of the rubber, it's a V8 sound. It's a power, it's a passion. It's hitting the corner, holding onto a slide, giving it hell, getting hung out to dry. Well, it's hardcore, it's what we're here for. It's a beautiful noise. It's a beautiful noise. The rumble of thunder rolling down under. It's man and machine. It's chasing the dream. It's a V8 thrill, crowd on the hill. It's a beautiful noise. It's a V8 howling, dropping through the gears. The pistons screaming, ringing in my ears. It's high octane, down pit lane. You're gonna find out what you got. Toe to toe, out on the blacktop. It takes a bold run to crack the big one. It's a beautiful noise. It's a beautiful noise. The rumble of thunder rolling down under. It's man and machine. It's chasing the dream. It's a V8 thrill, crowd on the hill. It's a beautiful noise.
It's a V8 nation. It's king of the mountain. It's the spirit of Brocky, Holden and Falcon. It's pulling G-forces on 600 horses. It's the V8 story, the guts and the glory.
It's a beautiful night.